People need to know what happens. People think of going to war, but what happens when you go to war?
New at 6, a local nonprofit turning veteran legacies into lesson plans. WAAY 31 reporter Paige Meyer spent her day with the nonprofit honoring veteran legacies, talking about this initiative. It's a story you'll only see on WAAY 31 News.
I want the world to know what happened over there.
Paul Irving Gulick served in the Marine Corps for 24 years. He enlisted back in 1952, going on to serve 2 tours in Korea and 2 more in Vietnam.
In Korea, in the infantry, you're in a foxhole and the enemy's coming and that type of thing. In Vietnam, you're sitting on top of a hill with a radar system and a Hawk missile system and waiting for the enemy to come.
Now sitting proud and tall at 90 years old, as a retired master gunnery sergeant, he tells me he taught people all throughout his career.
When I was teaching school, the Hawk missile system mainly, you need to know what you're talking about. You need to be able to impress people. You need to be able to answer their questions.
And Gulick's experiences make up a small part of the information the nonprofit honoring veterans' legacies uses to turn into a learning opportunity for students. Their Eternal Salute program gives veterans the opportunity to share their service experiences. Then they turn the videos they shoot into lesson plans for schools across the country.
Our goal is to take these lessons and put a face to them. So when they hear about D-Day, they see a man that landed on Utah Beach. When they hear about Vietnam, they see a guy that walked those jungles in that patrol and had to avoid booby traps.
The director of video production says it's inspiring being able to hear local veterans tell their life stories.
When we're putting a documentary together, you start to see what the story is and how the story relates to what the students are going to learn. And they're inspiring as well, and in some cases emotional.
Gulick says as someone who wasn't invested in school at a young age, he's thankful for the opportunity to help the younger generation learn about our country's history.
So they eventually dropped me out of school in the 9th grade, got in the service, and here I am with a 9th grade education, but I loved history. I loved geography. I loved math. Everybody that's interested in history should know what wars we were in and what actions and what the results were of that war, and so on and so forth.
That is Paige Meyer reporting. Honoring Veterans Legacies is looking for teachers to help create those lesson plans. Their first ever teacher development workshop is scheduled for next month. You can find more details on how to get involved right now on our website, WAAYTV.com.